Welcome back to another Gigguk reaction video. So this is going to be, of course, the seasonal summer anime 2025 in a nutshell. We always do these, or we always check out these videos that Gigguk makes every single season for the anime that he's been watching and that I've been watching as well, because I want to talk about them to everyone and say my thoughts on them so far. So as always, I'm going to be pausing quite a bit because I want to talk about the anime that he mentions and stuff like that. So be prepared for a lot of pausing, but also I'm going to leave the original link to the original video down in the description. And without further ado, let's go into Gigguk's Summer Anime 2025 in a nutshell.
Anime. What the hell, man? Of course, during one of the most busy periods of my life, you drop one of the most stacked seasons in years.
It's stacked.
I mean, just look at all these shows. Normally,
stacked.
I try to blast through the sequels as quickly as possible, but it's kind of hard this time because, like, half of this chart is high-profile sequels. Obviously, we've got the continuations of shows that didn't finish long ago. Dandadan, Kaiju number 8, Sakamoto Days, Dr. Stone. Dress Up Darling is back with the
Okay, I mean, I guess he touched upon Dandadan and Kaiju number 8, which I'm watching currently on the channel, and those are both doing really, like, those are fantastic. Dandadan has been getting better with every single episode. I thought that this first arc is going to be my favorite arc of Dandadan so far, but then these next two episodes after the first arc have been incredible as well, have been, I would say, even better than any single episode from the previous arc, even though obviously as a whole the full arc is hard to compare to a single episode, but it's been getting better and better and better every single episode. I've been loving the relationship between the characters in the recent two episodes. It's been so good to watch. And then Kaiju number 8, honestly, it's been going so hard. Especially the most recent episode, I think it was episode 4, I think. That was, oh, I love that. I'm loving Kaiju number 8 so much. It surprises me a lot because season 1 was great and had some standout moments, but season 2 is going even harder so far. It's been fantastic.
best girl in anime. That sentence was made with absolute zero bias. I don't know how they did it, but it looks like Cloverworks have upped the quality on it in the general animation of the season. And considering how much love they put into certain scenes in season 1, this could be shaping up to become the Sistine Chapel of Gooning, along with the Sistine Chapel of Vibes. And Gooning. The Bunny Girl Senpai characters are in freaking university.
Okay, I wanted to touch upon 3 of these anime here, 3 of these sequels, I should say. So, my Dress Up Darling, I watched season 1 before starting my channel, so that's why I put season 2 on my poll for what anime I should be adding to my schedule, because I was only choosing one from the poll, and Kawhana ended up winning, so I'm watching that one instead of Bunny Girl Senpai. But season 2 looks fun. Apparently it's pretty good, so I might either watch it on my own or maybe eventually watch it on my channel down the line. But considering I didn't watch season 1 on the channel, I'm not that prescient to watching season 2. Similarly, Call of the Night, loved season 1. I loved season 1, but I watched it before starting my channel as well. So there's no, I don't really like putting seasons or like season 2's continuations of anime that I watch on my own onto my channel. It creates this kind of like, everyone's asking like, what about season 1 and stuff like that? Where can I find it? I can't see it on your channel. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just not start it. So I want to watch it, but I might watch it either later down the line or even on my own time. Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus is this one, it seems like. I only watched the first season and I loved season 1. I tried to watch the movie and I never finished it. I watched a few minutes of it and I just couldn't, I don't know, finish it. Not because it was bad, but because I'm not that big of a movie fan. I prefer watching it in a series format. But I couldn't finish it, so I'm not caught up fully with Rascal Does Not Dream of a Bunny Girl and stuff like that. So that's why I'm not watching this one.
Now, God, I've been asking forever for more anime characters to get older than high school age. And now I've waited so long, these characters have actually grown up beyond high school age. Unlike the characters in Grand Blue, they're about as mature as I remember them.
Panty and Stocking. I haven't seen Panty and Stocking.
Panty and Stocking is somehow back as unhinged and insane as ever. Now, for those of you that weren't around at the time, this ended on one of the biggest cliffhangers in anime ending history that left fans as confused as they were shocked. 15 years, we wondered, what the hell was that plot twist? Where the hell did that come from? I was lucky enough to attend the premiere of the first episode and meet the team, and on stage, the legendary director, Hiroyuki Imaishi himself said, yeah, I didn't really put much thought into the original ending. Bruh. The vending machine isekai got a sequel?
Oh, yep.
Who the hell is funding this?
She's
the Shonen Boy isekai with thick thighs? Who the hell is funding this? Actually, don't answer that question. Then, we got the sequel films to 2 of the most popular anime IPs of modern time. Demon Slayer and
They're not out yet,
Man.
are they?
Some of the most highly anticipated, high-profile films right next to what is this?
Oh, July is already out.
The boundary of adulthood?
Congrats, Gun.
Great. Another isekai. Whose bright idea was it to add yet another isekai to the world of anime?
Congrats,
Pretty sure
Gun,
that's not even a
congrats.
real name. Yes, if you haven't heard, I'm making an anime short film. It's a real anime. See, it's on my anime list. That means it's anime, guys. For anyone in Japan, I'm premiering it on the 24th of August at the Ikebukuro Grand Cinema Sunshine. Last
Such
few
a
tickets
cool
are
project
available
for
at the
him.
link on screen or in the description. But I am also putting it out for free on YouTube next month on this
Sub
channel.
Espanol
So
part 1
keep
out of
an
3.
eye out for that when the date is finalized. Speaking from the heart for a bit though, this project has been a dream come true, and I hope that I've made something that even just a few of you can appreciate. This is a passion project completely funded by me, made with the help of so many talented people that I've met in my journey on YouTube. It might not be the most high profile or big budget anime this summer, but I can proudly say that at least it'll be the only isekai this season that will be showing off the fantastic work of my close mate, Kevin Penn.
Hey, that's all I need.
Damn it, Rising of the Shield Hero!
Okay, wait, can I... Oh, I don't know what that was. Can I say... Honestly, what a huge fucking project from Gant. Obviously pushing a lot of boundaries there. It's so cool seeing actual like YouTubers or content creators doing something as legit as this, you know? Because obviously people on YouTube are just like, you just make funny videos in your room. But seeing them do actually official work like this with actual studios and actual producers, directors, and just actual professionals in the industry, it's so cool to see. It's so inspiring to see as well. And not just that, Kevin Penking working on it, and I've seen that there's a lot of like high profile staff, voice actors working on this as well, because I've been kind of like following the entire saga of this and how it's been working out and stuff, how it's been behind the scenes when Gant was talking about it. It seems like just such an inspiring piece of work that he's been doing, so that's great to see. I want to watch it at some point, but I don't know if it's a good idea to make a reaction to it. I kind of don't want to... it feels wrong, you know, to steal or to take something that he's been putting this many blood, sweat, and tears into and putting it for free on YouTube and then me just reposting it. But I'll see how it's gonna go. Hikaru! Oh, I saw the trailer for this. It looks kind of cozy.
ごめんなさい。うちではもう
This is what we need to start the season off with. If you're like me and you're still suffering PTSD from
No.
the existence of Inukai's dog, this is the eye bleach that the therapist ordered. No more gooning, no more thirsting over small animals, just a warm, cozy show about a woman and her adopted...
犬かな。
Yep.
Tanuki?
Pretty fucked up looking dog.
God damn, after that, I feel
Charlie.
something arising. And I think it's AFK Arena's newest collaboration
Congrats.
with Solo Leveling, today's sponsor. Yes, that's right.
Congrats,
The
get
AFK
the
Arena universe
bread.
is colliding with Solo Leveling times. Shahin versus...
There's a lot.
So,
Overlord as well.
today, to keep up with what's...
Oh, here we go.
With that said, let's get back to summer 2025. Even though it's my job to keep up with what's going on in the world of anime, sometimes I get a reminder of just how completely out of touch I am with the adjacent manga community, because prior to now,
Kawhana?
I had not heard of the fragrant flower blooms
Yep.
of dignity, despite
Banger.
it being
Banger.
one of the highest
Yep.
ranked new manga of recent times.
Yep.
It's a new high-profile romance anime. It's comfy. It's sweet. It's about a delinquent boy and a
Nice.
smart girl from rival schools falling for each other, Romeo and Juliet style, in a premise we've seen all throughout history. Now, real talk. I've gone on record saying that these modern high school romance comfort anime aren't generally my thing anymore. I finished Blue Box thinking that it just started to cook. Even
Yep.
my gold standard for the genre, The Dangers in My Heart, took
Banger.
until season 2 for me to fully appreciate it. Which
Nah,
is
I
to
loved it in
tell
season
you
1.
guys that despite the critical
Banger.
acclaim, even I was surprised at how fast this show hooked me.
Yep. Yep.
Sometimes there is no secret formula. Sometimes it's just about telling a story and telling it really well with characters you want to root for. There's a soul to these characters I can immediately feel with the way they react to situations, the dignified way they treat each other. They aren't just your tropey romance protagonists, and this is just a sweet story
I love that scene.
warms the soul. Add to this, Cloverworks bringing some close to
Yep.
movie level productions, and I can
Yep.
understand why this had so much hype going into it. It remains to be seen if this can top my experience with The Dangers in My Heart, but at least for this season, there is
that would
no
be tough.
other romance anime that is even gonna come close. Yes! Yes!
Okay,
yes!
let me... No. Let me talk about Kawhana. Let me stop this filth right now on screen. So Kawhana is so fun. It's so fun. Like, I'm loving... I watched 3 episodes so far. I'm catching up to it. So it's been fantastic so far. Like... Episode 1, I was hooked, and honestly, people say that it's a slow burn, but there's not been a single moment where I felt bored or anything like that watching it. It's so good. I feel like it's very different from a normal romance because it definitely doesn't play with the misunderstanding tropes and stuff like that, which normal romance often do play around with that. It's not over explaining necessarily, but it's making sure that every single thing that could lead to a misunderstanding is immediately dispelled, right? Every single character is always overthinking every single action that they do. They're always like, hey, wait, if I say this, they're gonna think that I meant this, so I need to go and apologize, and then they apologize 15 times, and it's not a bad thing at all. It's actually really fun. I love it. I feel like it's kind of like talking about the entire experience of being a teenager, and you're always overthinking, especially when you're getting into a relationship. As a teenager, you're always like overthinking about every single thing that you say, every single thing that you do, and it's kind of like showing this in a very physical way where everyone's always being like, hey, I'm sorry about this, I'm sorry, and it's really fun. I'm really enjoying it. I wouldn't say that it's the most realistic, like one-to-one representation of how it is, but I feel like the themes that it's tackling are very realistic, right? I feel like it's showing a very realistic topic and a very realistic feeling that you feel when you're a teenager, and showing it as like more of a physical expression, right? In like all of the overthinking side of things, and like always saying sorry and always thinking, oh, I'm in the wrong, so I'm gonna go apologize and stuff like that, which I feel like is really good. It's nice, it's really fun. Like every single moment is, every single alteration that people have is, I'm just having fun because it's like you're so over the top with like saying sorry and stuff like that, but that it's so fun. It's fun, it's great, I love it.
This is it. This is where history's gonna be made. The world's about to witness the birth of the LeBron of cucks. Or what's that? You're more of a shonen trash kind of guy? Well, boy, do I have the show for you.
I'm the trash man.
Farming trust. Okay, you want peak aura?
Clever
Well,
this.
here you
I heard
go.
this is good.
This guy is peak aura.
Lamar. I was gonna watch this.
I meant like Aura from Free Ren. Cleaver Test. Now, this was a show that got on my radar because it's a fantasy anime with a name that isn't a full-blown paragraph.
True.
The series tells you from the get-go that it is absolutely pulling no punches. This is a gritty,
It looks
dark
good.
fantasy through and through that doesn't just
The
skip
trailer
over
looks
its
good.
world building because it doesn't assume you've seen a million copy-paste fantasy anime before, with production values that aren't to be scoffed at. Out of all the fantasy anime, this one surprised me the most, so I'm putting it down as the dark horse this season. What else we got in the world of isekai and fantasy?
This
I got
looked good.
reincarnated as a waterbender.
The
Let's see what we can
animation.
do.
I'm sorry, I swear I can usually last longer than this.
There's another socially awkward anime girl who's so shy she figured out Chandler's casting and became one of the most powerful mages in the world. I have to try my hardest to not call this Bocchi the Witch, but with the amount of socially awkward female protagonists nowadays, it's kind of just a given because that's right. All roads lead to her, baby. We got another guy kicked out of his party.
So let me talk about a few of them that he mentioned here. So Clivatis, I was gonna watch. It was on my short list of things that I wanted to watch, but it ended up being like I didn't end up having the time for it, so I didn't end up putting it on my schedule. But it looked really good. Then what else did he say earlier prior to Clivatis? He said not Rent a Girlfriend. Gachakuta. Gachakuta was also same thing. It was on my short list, but I didn't end up making it. I heard that it's really good though. And then Silent Witch. I actually had it on my poll that I mentioned earlier that I had Kawhana and Dress Up Darling on as well. Was, as I said, Silent Witch, and it was actually really close between Silent Witch and Kaoru Hana, who ended up winning. I think it was like a 2 or 3% difference in the end. So it was really close. And there's a part of me that really wants to watch Silent Witch because I heard it's really good. But yeah, I didn't end up winning, unfortunately. So I don't know. We'll see.
So what does any man do when that happens in a fantasy world? That's right. Buy a slave and open up a restaurant.
Get it.
What is this? Delicious out of dungeon? Child labor in another world? Fucking rising of the meal hero?
Nice.
Looks like there's another Josei romance in a fantasy world. I mean,
Villainess?
it looks alright. I'm just not sure I'm the target demographic.
私は姉にプロポーズした人
What?
花嫁となる
What?
I'm immediately interested. There's another kingdom building isekai. I know I've made jokes about some anime feeling like a Civ isekai, but it looks like we've just cut the bullshit now because the main character literally gets transported into a game of civilization.
Nice, Gandhi.
Hey, this isn't an isekai.
Oh, yeah, it
This
is.
wasn't an isekai. If Gachiakuta wasn't enough to get your shonen fix, we got Token Anki. And, well, if the former felt like what Soul Eater was for modern shonen, this shit feels like Blue Exorcist coded all the way, except we've got a power system around bloodbending. Now,
Oh,
we've
it's
seen
this
America's take on
one.
bloodbending plenty of times before, so
Yeah.
I wonder how the Japanese are going to do it.
Of course.
Hold on a second, this doesn't
Yep.
seem right. Lord of Mysteries. It seems like nowadays
here we
there's at
go.
least
The
one
big one.
Chinese animation that seems to be sneaking on these lists, and this season, it's this one. This is a highly anticipated adaptation of one of the most beloved and acclaimed web novels to come out of there, and guys, it's an isekai. But we're not
Oh, it
isekai
is?
ourselves to the typical fantasy world. China has decided to isekai us to England? You fucking what? The production is up there as some of the best you can find this summer, and that's
Wow.
saying a lot with some of the other shows coming out. My only concern is that as someone coming into this completely blind, they seem to be blasting through this.
Yep,
This is a
that's what
high
I heard.
concept, dense story with what feels like a bloody rich world, and the beginning throws you right at the deep end and expects you to keep up. It felt a little bit overwhelming. Hopefully things get a bit easier to follow the further this gets long, but this is one I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on.
Nah,
hey,
good one.
another-
Oh, Watanare. Okay, anyways, Lord of the Mysteries is one that got recommended quite a bit to me, and I am really curious about it because, so how I understand it, it has some flaws, especially the first two episodes are apparently extremely fast and they pack a bunch of material. They kind of like speedrun a bunch of the material that they were adapting, right? Which is unfortunate, but apparently after episode 2, it slows down a bit and it lets you breathe and catch up a bit, which is great. But I did hear that it is one of the anime that you need to like pause and really think about a lot of things that they say, sometimes even maybe go back and check out all of the pieces of information because it is very fast at the beginning. The only thing that's kind of been throwing me off, and I know it shouldn't feel like this, but honestly, some of the fan base is really, really toxic from what I've been seeing on Twitter. But to be fair, who isn't toxic on Twitter? So maybe that's just a small sample of the fan base, but it has been kind of like putting me off because people are really, really trash talking a lot of reactors who didn't necessarily catch every single detail that was in the episodes, which is always kind of like a shame to see because it definitely throws me off of watching it.
Anime about some girls making
Banger.
friends.
Watanare. Banger!
A few moments later.
どうやら私は君を一人の女性として好きになってしまった
Very
ようだ
fast,
Gay
yes.
girls, isn't it? This season, we got another show that asks, can a girl-girl friendship survive?
Nope. Oh my
Awkward and
god.
lonely pink-haired girl goes to a new school and tries to reinvent herself in an attempt to make new friends, and in the process, unintentionally gets herself a harem of hot girls thirsting over her, even though all she
Yep.
wanted to do was just make some... Wait a minute. This
Nope.
is just bocce.
No, it's
You
not
loved it.
bocce.
Quick shout out to
No.
friend of Trash Taste, Sally
Oh,
Amaki, who
yes, Sally voices that. But anyway, let's go back to Watanare. So first of all, Watanare got me 2 strikes on my channel. So 2 strikes on my channel, so I had to delete all of the reactions from YouTube, and I'm doing them now only on Patreon. But it's a banger of an anime. It's so good. It's so good. So it's been getting better and better. I feel like the first arc definitely can be a bit divisive. I like the arc itself and I liked the anime, but I didn't like Mai in the first arc. But in the second arc, it becomes a bit more goofy. It becomes basically a harem, right? And I feel like it's been getting a lot more funny and lighthearted, and less of a character drama and more of just a rom-com, right? Which I like. I don't mind at all. It's really, really fun. So yeah, it's been getting really good. And what was I gonna say? Yeah, it's just a banger. That's all I was gonna say. It's really, really good. And then this one, I heard that Sally Amaki is voicing in this, but I'm not watching it though.
landed her first lead role playing a British girl in Japan. Fun fact, she actually hit up Connor to give her a bit of
I've heard a
coaching
story
on how
about
to do
this,
a
yeah.
British accent for this role. Let's see what Connor's been teaching her.
An arcade? Are you going to escort me then?
Just a bit of banter.
Nice.
Hey, corporate wants you to make one of those TikTok dance routines for the opening. We need this to go viral. But,
Yeah?
sir, I have no experience choreographing TikTok dance. Just shut up and do it anyway. Maybe make them do something with their hands or something. That's it? That's what you came up with? Can't you make it more interesting? All right, good job.
Fair
You know
enough,
that
fair
old
enough, fair
friend
enough,
you
yeah,
go years
yeah.
without seeing, and then one day you meet up, and it's like not a single day has passed.
Oh!
That's Kyoto animation every single time.
Yeah,
Carrying on the soul of Nichijou,
Nichijou, that's
implanting
it.
chaos into the mundane with that impossibly high bar of Kyoto animation quality comes City, the animation. And God, this shit is just crack for my eyes. I love everything about the way it looks. The colors, the energy, the art style. I just want to serve this aesthetic up in a plate and just... Maybe I shouldn't have written that paragraph when I'm about to have lunch. Okay, what's next?
Whoa! Peak! 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 Absolute peak. I love Hikaru. Gay guy is in it.
Stephen King, a decorated master of horror, once
What?
said, there are 3 types of terror. The gross out, the sight of a severed head tumbling down a flight of stairs. The horror, the unnatural, spiders the size of bears, the dead waking up and walking around. And the last and worst one, terror, when you come home and notice everything you own has been taken away and replaced by an exact substitute.
Ooh.
お前
Not
やっ
Hikaru.
ぱ光っちゃうやろ
What a banger of a show this is. Look at how good it looks.
Horror and anime is historically 2 things that don't always work well together, but we might just have the strongest candidate in a very long time. A very, very long time. In fact, I can't even remember the last time I was so excited for a new horror anime and hyped it up, because actually, you know what, I've never done that before. Because if there's one type of horror I could actually see working in anime form, it's this one. It's not the type of horror that jump scares you or tries to make you squeamish. It's the unsettling type. The one that slowly seeps in, chills you to the core and follows you wherever you go. The atmosphere drags you in, never letting you get away from this constant feeling of unease. You're side by side with an eldritch horror, unsure where it's going to lead you. It's pure Lovecraft. If Lovecraft was written in Pride Month. And the
Hell
production
yeah.
values.
Yes.
Man,
Yes.
Cygames Pictures proving
Yes.
once again
Also,
that they are one of the
the
most
direction.
exciting new studios out there. And I don't know who the director of
Takeshita,
this is,
yes.
but this is some top tier directing.
Iro Manga Sensei and Yoru no Kurage wa Oyagenai or Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night. He is, okay, say what you will about Iro Manga Sensei. Takeshita Ryohei is one of the most talented directors that I've ever seen, period, in anime. He is, even in Iro Manga Sensei, and especially in Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night, his direction was on point. It was so good. And obviously in the summer Hikaru Died, the direction of this guy is incredible. There are some scenes that I'm like, yo, this looks stunning. And yeah, not just obviously animation is stunning, but the direction especially is what puts it like over everything, every other horror anime that I've seen in so long. And in general, Summer Hikaru Died is one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite anime airing this season, apart from Takopi, right, which already ended. So it's my favorite currently airing anime, I would say. The mystery is fantastic. I love the way that they drip video information. And one of my favorite things, if not my favorite thing, is the main character, Yoshiki. Yoshiki is such a well-written and good character that I haven't seen much in anime, especially as a main character. Because usually anime likes to make main characters a bit more likable. I feel like Yoshiki is very much on the cusp of being a bit too not wimpy necessarily, but kind of like a bit too weird for a main character. But I love him. He's such a breath of fresh air for a main character, and the relationship obviously is fantastic. It's just such a good anime.
Building up suspense and tension. They must have done some pretty
Iro Manga
damn good
Sensei.
work in the past.
Yep.
Ah, I see. He is no stranger to eldritch horrors in anime. After that show, though, I feel like we can do with a little pick-me-up. But this looks like a cute
Oh,
little show.
for
I
fuck's
wonder what-
sake.
Oh my god!
Oh, and Boa playing in the back, yeah.
You know you're in for a ride when a show hits you with not one, but two separate content warnings right from the get-go. And honestly, maybe they didn't warn me hard enough, because you won't find a show harder to sit through this season than Takopi's Original Sin. This is not one for the faint of heart, and I'm not saying that as clickbait or as a challenge. Normally on YouTube, there are some anime where I have to be careful about what I show, because some of the content is about to make the UK government check your ID. But this is one of the few examples where if I show you everything, YouTube is about to restrict it for an entirely different reason. This show is heavy, depicting some of the worst experiences a child can go through in a completely unfiltered lens. It'll hit you with a soul-crushing scene you find hard to stomach and just hold on it, challenging you to keep watching, keep somehow pressing on, that by the end of the episode you've got nothing left you can say except for just Man, it's the kind of
Yep.
series where you have to switch off the TV and go outside to remind yourself that the world isn't as awful as what you just watched, which may leave some of you wondering why I would even recommend people watch this, and that's because it
hard.
might not make you feel good,
But it's gonna make
what
you
it
feel.
will make you feel is going to be incredibly powerful.
Yep.
This is the kind of media that only comes along once
sticks
in a
with you.
blue moon.
Yep.
So yeah, give this one a watch if you want to support your local therapist.
Exactly.
Shoujo now, we've got
Yeah, as I said, Takopi I think is the best anime airing this season. I don't think, even though every single other anime right now is only halfway through the season and Takopi is already ended, I'm gonna make the statement of I don't think there's gonna be a single one that can come close to eclipsing it as the anime of the season, at least out of the ones that I'm watching. And it's definitely the anime that I'm gonna be remembering, or that I'm gonna remember for the longest out of everything that I'm watching this season. It's fantastic. It's incredible, and it's so heavy. I watched episode 1, and it actually ruined like 3 or 4 days for me after watching it. I was in such a bad, depressed mood for like legit like 3 days after episode 1. I think after that I kind of got used to what the vibe of the show was, and it was easier to stomach every episode after episode 1. But still, what an incredible show with such an incredible message at the end that obviously I'm not gonna spoil, but incredible message, incredible show. Only 6 episodes, the first one being double episode length, so you could say 7 episodes. It's just fantastic. And also animation out of this world, movie level all the way through. It reminded me a lot of the animation in what's the movie from the guy, Look Back, that's it. Look Back. It reminded me of that kind of animation, movie levels animation, and also the voice acting, fantastic. Ueda killed it as the main character, so good.
got the popular, good-looking guy from class falling for the plain, old-looking, ugly girl. We've seen this one before, but interestingly, the English title of this is April Showers Bring May Flowers.
What?
Which is nice. It sounds poetic. Then I had to double-take reading the Japanese title, which I believe approximately translates to, "Hey, a bouquet for this ugly hoe!" Yo, Japan, chill. She's not even that ugly. Like, I'm pretty sure there are worse examples.
Yeah! It's the ugly guy
Shit, they
isekai.
actually did it. Lore accurate Mushoku Tensei. It's official.
True.
Ugly bastards have escaped your favorite dojo
Ugly
and are
Mugly
now
epic
invading
fighter.
your isekai. This is the true power fantasy we were waiting for. Introducing the Vanguard of Virginity, the CEO of Abstinence. Bro has been looks-minning since the day he was born.
Looks-minning.
Sung Jin-woo may be the king of aura farming, but he hasn't met the gods of odor farming. At first, I thought this
True.
was just propaganda for the ugly bastard apologists, and then I've realized with the recent trend of fantasy
Poor
shows
Sydney.
changing up the protagonist formula to more accurately represent what the audience have grown
Damn.
into. This is just the final form of the genre.
Damn.
Finally, the representation we were waiting for. No, the representation that we need. Motherfucker is so powerful he can't even die. He just gets banished to the shower realm.
Good one.
Cute girls do bowling now? Alright.
Turkey?
I mean, seems pretty
Yeah, it's
decent. It's
Turkey.
a form that we've seen before, so you know what to expect
it
when
good?
it comes to these kinds of things. Wait, what the fuck? What the
What in
fuck?
Teletubbies?
What
Teletubbies?
is this? What the hell is going on? Why are
What?
they in feudal Japan? Why are they on an active battlefield? Oh god, they're using their bowling skills to survive in a nation war-torn area.
Oh, I love that.
I can't. This is the stupidest thing I've seen all year. Girls' high school bowling club gets isekai to feudal Japan?
What?
Who the hell thought of this idea? This is
Grant?
slander. Oh hey, more cute girls. I want
Ruri no Hosaki. Okay, anyways, I watched the trailer of Turkey, and it looked kind of nice and comfy, and I was like, okay, it doesn't seem to have too much of a story, so I was like, the production values aren't insane or anything like that, so I didn't end up putting it on my schedule. But if it's an isekai, maybe it's actually good. Speaking of good, this looks so good. Ruri no
what they're doing
Hosaki.
this time.
今度ガーネットを取りに行こうかと思ってるんだが
Oh, come
It's
on!
Finally,
Studio
we've
Bind.
got an anime about rocks.
Minerals!
And what better way to do that than some adorable anime girls collecting and finding rocks?
With the sassy
And
angles.
Look, I have no personal interest in rocks.
Minerals!
But this show is goddamn beautiful. Coming
Yep.
from Studio Bind, it looks
Yep.
like once again they're moving outside of just the confines of adapting Mushoku
It looks
Tensei,
so good.
and they said, screw it, I want to make a show about rocks.
Minerals.
And damn, if they're not putting all their effort into this. I mean, the
Yep.
backgrounds, the animation, whoop, the character designs.
Whew.
Are we sure this ain't a baking show? Because that is some premium cake right
Yep.
there. Look, I might just be interested
Yep.
in rocks.
Jesus, Maria!
No, because I gotta say, that's one attractive minor. You know what? Never mind. Huh? Who's messaging
Yeah?
me? Nothing. Let's just move on.
Yeah, move on.
I
No,
was
no,
just
don't say
saying
it.
that this,
Don't
this
say it.
person looks pretty. You know, she looks pretty.
Complete the
She likes
sentence.
rocks. She's a mine.
No.
The R sound is both a consonant and a
To
vowel.
open, relax your mouth and lips apart.
Mine. Lady who likes to mine rocks, also known as an M-I-N-E-R miner.
You're safe. Yeah. Whew.
Oh god, that's not what I meant.
A minor.
Banter.
Hey guys, hope you
Nice. What a banger of a video, man. What a banger of a video, as always. I love talking about these shows. So I guess I didn't touch upon Ruri no Hoseki. That was the last one of the shows that was on my poll recently on the channel, and it got decimated. It got absolutely decimated by every other anime on that poll. It can't be helped. It is definitely not very popular in the mainstream, but it looks so good. I might just watch it on my own because it genuinely looks fantastic, and it reminds me a lot of Onimai in a way, right? Studio Bind just bring their S game, not S game, but like A game. Let's say A game. I feel like that's the reason why that's a saying. They bring their A game to every single project that they work on, and yeah, Onimai, Ruri no Hoseki, obviously Mushoku Tensei they're the most known for, but yeah, it looks fantastic. I've seen clips from Ruri no Hoseki and it looks so good, so I kind of want to watch it. But either way, this was an incredible video, and yeah, it gives me a chance to just nerd out about stuff that I wanted to talk about. Is there anything else that I'm watching that he didn't mention though? Let me just make sure that I am not... that he didn't miss or that I didn't miss anything. No, I think that's all. That's all from the shows that I'm currently watching. But yeah. So, as I said, the original video is down in the description. Make sure to go and check it out. I'm sure you already have, but... you know, support my guys, support Ban when it comes out. I'm sure it's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be really fun to watch. So yeah, but that's gonna be all from me. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.